Give me 1 second. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Just want to make sure I'm on. Okay, I'm on here. So can I begin or should I wait a couple of seconds or what? How are we doing this?
Get it cracked.
Going straight? Okay. I'm going straight. So what's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. I have this whole entire presentation up for you guys, and I have 45 minutes. So I dropped everything down into like 9-minute segments so that I'm not weary or I'm not long, I'm not dragging, I'm not extra, right? First and foremost, I want you guys to do one thing first. This is what I try to do this first all the time. I need you guys to follow me on Instagram if you're not following me at all. It's Neesh Rose, okay? Actually, Neesh Rose _. That's my name, Neesh Rose _. I'm gonna put all this stuff up for you in a minute, but I always want to get that out the way because people often forget. My website is also itsneeshrose.com. All right. So I'm getting ready to share my screen with you guys. I'm waiting for a couple more people to come in here, but I'm about to share my screen so you guys can see where I'm at.
Like that hat. You heard me?
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna jump into this really fast. Okay, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today to this webinar. It's called Brand New, How to Brand During the Break. And of course, I know everyone's in a panic right now because we're here going through Corona and there's so much going on. It's like, oh my gosh, you're not working. Some people's not working. Some people's not making money. So it's really crazy. A lot of stuff going on. Some people started building businesses. And since this hit, everything went down for them. Some people are getting into starting businesses since they have the free time. So I'm going to give you a couple of things to help you through this time and show you how to brand yourself for, during this break while we're here. All right. So real quick introduction, because I'm not big at talking about myself and I get beat up all the time about this. So I'm going to say it. All right. I'm Neesh Rose. I'm a digital brand specialist, a graphic designer, a web developer, a full-time entrepreneur, and multiple business owners. Okay. I teach individuals about the importance of digital branding while transitioning into entrepreneurship. Some people feel like it's not that important. Some people feel like, oh, I could just get this together and get that. I don't need to be branded. I don't need to market, which is completely not true. So I help individuals learn how to do that, either by them working with me or just showing them how to do it on their own. Okay. So my work and my clients have appeared in plenty different, places: Black Enterprise, ESPN, Wawa, BET, VH1, all that good stuff. I studied art since 5. I studied digital art and web development since 13 years old. I worked in the radio industry for about 12 years, been a full-time entrepreneur for 10 years, and I've been a business owner for 8 years. So I have not had any 9 to 5 for the last 10 years. All right. So I just do this full time and I absolutely love it. All right. So that's enough about me. Again, if you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, Neesh Rose _. I'm on Facebook, Neesh Rose. And my Instagram, my website is itsneeshrose.com. And I'll put that up again later. But if you see on the bottom right-hand side, I have my tag right there. So if you want to go on Instagram and, add me, you can do that. So we are about to get into this real fast. Okay, get into this stuff. 5 things I'm going to cover in this session are how to brand with no money. Okay, turning your IG comments into coins, how to make your money make money for you, the top apps I use to push my business, especially during this time, and how to have your business survive in rough times like this time. Okay. So those are the 5 things, sorry guys, that I'll be talking about. And if you have questions and answers, you could just, not answers, if you have questions, you could just put them, comment below. And when I'm done with this, I'm gonna address all the questions, and I got something special for everybody that's on here, right? So I'm gonna get to all your questions. So I'm gonna go through this. When I'm done, I'm gonna get to your questions so we can keep it moving. All right. So, how to brand with no money. First thing you want to do, questions and answers. You could just, I mean, not answers. You have questions. You could just. Oh, sorry. Okay, so choose. The first thing you want to do is choose your brand name. I put ask another business owner for their input. One thing that people usually do is they go and they speak to different people about, about how they should, what their name should be, how they should brand their name, and most times they speak to the wrong people about how to do that, right? You speak to your moms and your pops and other people, and it's cool. You can speak to people you know what I'm saying? People that's I'm sorry guys, just checking this. People that's that know about business and things of that nature. But what you ultimately want to do is speak to somebody who has a business. Speak to them about your name. You don't have to speak to everybody and just throw stuff out there, but speak to people who are business owners that you can connect with and have connect with and have a relationship with, kind of business relationship. Ask them about your name. Ask them what they think about it, how it will draw people to your business, or what it sounds like, even with you saying it or you reading it. Don't just ask man, and all them other people, because if they're not business owners, most people are going to tell you what they like personally, right? And most times from the jump, what we usually do is say, we just name something we think is good, but it may not resonate great with the people you're trying to capture, like your target audience, or you just people in the world, period. So the first thing you want to do is pick a name, but you want to ask other people or other business owners that got good businesses what they think about it, just to get an input, all right? Second thing, secure your brand name via the web. Okay, it should be the same on IG, FB, and Twitter, and you could buy your domain for 99 cents or $12 at GoDaddy. So this is one thing that's very important. Make sure your name is the same across everything. This is a part of branding. So if your name is one way on Instagram, it needs to be the same way on Facebook. It needs to be the same way on Twitter. It needs to be the same way on Pinterest. Have it the same way across the board. Why? Because when people type your name in, they want to be able to find you. So if you're on my page, right, or you just find me on Instagram, Neesh Rose, and then I have another page on Facebook, and my name is Anisha the Best, and then I have another name on Twitter, and it's Neesh. It's just too many things going on. So now we can't really find you. Y'all can't find me from one direct name, all right? So that's very important. That's the first thing you definitely want to do, all right? Next thing you could do is create your logo in Canva. Create a font-based logo with small image if needed. I say create in Canva. Here's the reason why. Because most of the times when you create a logo on Canva, they give you a font and give you one simple image. It's best to create in that because that's good for starting. If you want to get it vectorized, which means if you want to turn it into lines or you want to be able to use it on different platforms, I recommend going through Canva first, which is free, before you go to a brand specialist or a graphic designer. Because if you find something on Canva that you like and you really like it, but you may want to add something or take something away, when you send that file to another graphic designer, they're going to highly appreciate you, okay? Because Canva makes things straight and easy. If they have to vectorize, add something, or take something out, you'll be able to send them that file and they'll be able to do it. Even if you're trying to use Fiverr and send it to somebody to change something, it's way easy. So you might want to, use Canva. It's very free. Canva.com is free, and you could do it from your desktop or from your phone, either one, okay? So the next thing I'm going to say is create your brand style sheet. This includes fonts, colors, numbers, patterns, aspects of logo. So it could be anywhere from one sheet to 100 pages. If you look up Coca-Cola, if you look up Amazon, everyone's brand style sheet is, some are small, some are a lot, but it's one, how do I say it? It's like not even a booklet, just one page, or to explain your logo. So how it should be, the size it should be, the color it should be, the color associated with your brand, what size it should appear, where it should appear at, how it should appear, things of that nature. So you definitely can create your brand sheet you can create it on Word, Photoshop, those different programs, all right? So the next thing we're getting into is this. turning your comments into coins. Okay. You want to ask a question, you want to do a video, you want to post a poll on your IG stories, and then you want to slide into the DMs. All right. So this is how this really works. All right. So I want y'all to kind of pay attention to this real fast. If you are selling something, or you have a service or a product or something of the nature, right? You utilize Facebook and Instagram. Instagram has this this feature where if you go into Instagram stories, you can pull up a poll, right? You'll be able to do a poll. You want to put a poll up, and before I even get there, ask a question. So what you want to do is get your phone, right? And you just do your video, whatever. Hey, my name is Neesh. I'm offering a new product. Well, I have 2 new products to offer you guys. I'm just giving y'all an example. I have 2 new products to offer you guys. I'm thinking of an ebook, or I'm thinking of a course. Please pick which one you like below and let me know, right? So that's where the post and the poll of your IG stories come in, because as you can see on this example, I have burger or pizza. Say I was asking a question, which one do you like to eat most, burger or pizza? All right, everyone that's on your stories or that sees it, even on Facebook, which I just realized, which is amazing. When they see it, they can click, right? So what Instagram does after they click, you go to your stories, you could check out the analytics and all that for all your stories. You scroll up and it'll show you how many people picked what. So when they show you 20 people pick burger, 50 people pick pizza, or for this sake, let's just say 50 people pick burger and 20 people pick pizza, right? You'll see that, and what you then do is you slide into the DM. So what you can do is screenshot, write down however you want to record the information or the people that actually, voted, screenshot their names. After you screenshot their names, slide into their DMs. So down here, I see that you voted for a burger earlier today. I want to offer you a custom burger for only yada, yada, yada. This is how you change your comments and the views and all that to money. A lot of people's like, oh, I don't do the DMs and all that. And if you have stories and you put a poll up there and people are interested in what you're doing, they won't mind you sliding in their DMs, especially if they took the time to see it and vote. And it's like, okay, I think an ebook, or ebook or whatever, burgers will be nice. I like burgers. Once you click that and you go back into the DMs and state, hey, I saw that you like this on the poll and I want to offer you this, they're going to reply with either yes or no. But most people are probably going to reply, because if they pick that, that's the next thing, they're gonna respond. And if you're selling something and it's good, they'll buy it. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is ways to make more money. Invest in property. Buy a house or rent a house, rent rooms, or do Airbnb. Invest in courses. Buy a course or 2 that will give you more experience on what you already do or sell. 3, invest in a coach. Pay someone to teach you how to bypass all their mistakes and get ahead. I have invested in property. It's been a great turnaround for me. And I've been telling people, not even really teaching, but showing people that when you invest in property and you invest in assets, you have your assets pay for your liabilities. So a quick example, right now, I have 2 event spaces that are actually, people are still booking because people are anticipating this to be over sometimes in May, June. So I have people actually booking for September, October, November, right? That's on both spaces. On one space, I have a commercial space, and on top I have an apartment. I have people living in the rooms, or people occupying the rooms in that apartment or whatever. And so I'm able to rent out the apartment. So long story short, the commercial spaces and the apartment that I have already are paying for all my necessities right now. So those are assets paying for liabilities and for things that I need. Why? Because everyone's always going to need a place to live. So they pay that pays my rent, my car, all that, and it keeps things going. So what I usually do in this time is continue investing in commercial spaces, continue investing in different property, and putting it towards different things. So my first apartment pays for my household bills. My commercial space pays for my car. My second commercial space pays for my travel when we're able to go out. So this is how I do things. This is how I make the money I already get work for me. All of us are expecting, majority of us are expecting stimulus checks, things of that nature. You want to double up. Don't go spend it on crazy stuff. Spend it on things that's going to make you more money. All right. Invest in courses. If there's something you really love to do, you really like doing, and you want to be better at it, you can do YouTube, you can do Google, you can research, you can do all of that, and that's great. but you want to invest in somebody who has done it multiple times. Invest in a course that they are giving you. I always say invest in it because you kind of bypass, when you invest in courses, you kind of bypass the extraness. They usually give you what you need right away because you paid the money. Most people, if they pay the money for stuff and it's not what they want, people are coming back. Most people don't want to deal with that. So you want to make sure you invest in a course so you can get ahead of the game, and invest in a coach. The best thing I've ever done in my life within the last two years was invest in coaches, because they tell me the do's and don'ts right away. So a lot of people may see some coaches here and there and they may feel like, oh, you're too expensive or you're too much money. Well, you got to think, if they go through certain experiences and they're able to tell you what to avoid before you waste your money or waste your time, I think they are worth investing in. All right. So that's you definitely want to make sure you get a piece of property if you can, as soon as possible. You want to invest in courses that's going to help you excel, and invest in a coach. I always say invest, because when you pay money, they're going to pay you. They give you, you get good return pretty much. When you don't pay, when it's free, I don't know. I always say if it's free, it's not for me, because most times it's not going to be what I want when it's free stuff. It's like, I don't know, right? So the next thing we're going to talk about real fast is the top apps I use to push my business, right? And here's the thing, like, I use these things every single day, and I'm gonna tell you what I use it for and how it helps me. First thing I use is a podcast. I listen to a podcast every day. Now I listen to a podcast about business, and I listen to a podcast about just personal, something that make me laugh or something that betters me as a person. But I always do that in a business, okay, for sure. And quick plug, if you guys want to check out a podcast, you can check out mine. It's called Lunch and Learn with Neesh Rose, and it's on Apple, Spotify, Android, all of that. All right. If you want more information, you can just hit me up. I'll let you know exactly where it's at. But for the sake of this, we're going to get through it. All right. So you do a podcast. Instagram, I check Instagram all day, every day, because I'm almost addicted, like pretty much addicted to Instagram, but it also makes me money. So if I didn't have Facebook and I didn't have nothing else, I would want Instagram, because I generate a lot of money on Instagram. So it helps me 1,000,001 times, right? A magic eraser. This is something you want to have. I just said you want to invest in getting a Canva account, right? It's free. Canva is great because you can create your logo, you can create a business card, you can create a flyer, you can create a banner, you can create an ad. Pretty much there's a lot of things that they list that you can create on there. You want to get Magic Eraser, because if you're on your phone and you are going to edit something, say you want to put a picture together because you want to sell something, or you just want to put a picture on your gram, your Facebook, or whatever, and there's a background, you get Magic Eraser because you just literally click one time and it'll erase your entire background. I do a lot of my stuff, my graphic design stuff now on my phone, because I have the apps. They keep on coming with these different apps. So I have the apps to help me to get through getting whatever I got to get done. So I'm telling you guys to use Magic Eraser because it's like really, really, really good. And say, for instance, I'm sitting here, you want to just take my body and take the background out, Magic Eraser, you click that, all that erases, it's just me and my body. You could put myself or any other object or whatever on a clear background and just use it for what you need to use it for. Next thing I use, I live and die by this app. It's the Over app. Okay, the Over app. The Over app is basically like Adobe Photoshop, but for the phone. Okay, and I love Over app because it actually allows you to make the dimensions that you need to make on your phone. So I can actually make a billboard on my phone with the Over app and actually send it over, and they can print it. The billboards that you be seeing when you're driving on the highway and all that Over app is all that. So Over app is very much like Canva, pretty much like identical to Canva. The only difference with Over app I like because it's a little bit more easier for me to manipulate and use, but it's definitely a go-to. And Canva is pretty good. Like I said again, I don't use Canva all the time. I use Over app because it's easy. Like you can change the squares, the dimensions, add the picture, boom, boom. You can add a video, all that, and then you save it. You can post right from your phone. The next thing I have here is for display purposes only. You can go to Google and just type in for display purposes, and then you can save that. If you're on your phone, you can save it to your home screen, right? but I love this because this is a hashtag like generator, right? The thing with this though is the hashtags that it generates, it's like super accurate. So you can put in the word that you want to create a hashtag for, and they'll tell you the top like 10 or 20 hashtags used for that word within that day or within that week. So when you go and you type it, say, I want to put in um, entrepreneur female Philly, right? They'll go and they'll pull up all the hashtags and you could instantly just copy all of them. Literally just clicking a button. You copy and you can save it. You can copy and paste it to your Instagram, your Instagram caption or whatever. And I like it because it's been really good for me, and it's helped me get a lot of results as far as pinpointing certain things and grabbing my target market. So that's something you want to jump into. Next thing I got is notes. Okay. So I had somebody ask me a couple weeks ago, how do they save the hashtags, or how are they able to put the hashtags in their Instagram without having to keep going back to that? Use your notes, copy and paste. Once you go to once you go to for display purposes only, I'm sorry guys. Once you go to that and you copy it, go right to your notes, click paste and save it. Okay. So even when you have good captions, when you come up with good captions and you might want to save it, you might want to reuse it, save it in your notes. Save the hashtags in your notes. I save everything dealing with social media in my notes when I need to copy and paste, because nobody has time to, try to go back and edit and copy, then save it, then go back, then paste. Nobody got time for that. So just save everything in your notes one time, so that when you're ready to use a specific caption, it goes to a picture, you just go there, copy and paste it. Easy. Next one I'm going to speak about real fast is InShot. InShot is awesome for if you want to do video. You want to do quick video, if you want to do quick video on your phone and edit the video on your phone and add pictures and add your voice and do all of that on your phone, InShot is something you definitely want to download. That's really good. And subtitles. So I just found this one out. So if you guys are listening to me, like, this is like a gem right here, because I don't think I'm gonna share it with everybody, right? So it's subtitles. Subtitles are, you see those people when they speak and they have the captions at the bottom and all their words, whatever they're saying out their mouth come out and shows on the bottom. That's what subtitle is. So you want to go to subtitles.com, create you an account. I believe they do one video for free for you to check it out. So I would do the one video, check it out, see how it works, see if you like it, and then you can subscribe or pay to use it. But these are the 4 that I use every single day, simply because of the business that I'm in and the things that I do. So I'm pretty sure, it may be beneficial to you guys. All right. The last thing I'm going to speak to you guys about real fast is this. How to have your business survive during rough times. Okay. So I got to this last one, right? And I'm going to speak about it for a minute. A lot of people are becoming bored during this time, right? They're bored. They don't have nothing to do. They're trying to figure out what they're doing. They Netflixing and chilling all day, pretty much wasting time. Or some people have products that they feel they can't do nothing with because it's not physical, and because we're not allowed to go outside with and interact with other people, for the time being. They feel like it's rough and they can't sell anything. They feel like they can't sell and they feel like they can't do. That is absolutely not the case. The first thing you want to do, if you're bored or you have a business, you're trying to figure out, what you could be doing during this time, start a podcast. All right. Talk about your field of interest or expertise. You want to start a podcast, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason why I started a podcast, a free podcast, is because I wanted to offer information to anybody who was looking for, branding and digital branding information for free. Why? Now, you don't have to have your podcast for free. My podcast is for free. Why is it for free? Because I find that when you give out information and you speak about things that for free, when people are ready to purchase something, they're going to come to you first. All right. So if I'm here speaking to people about entrepreneurship, I'm speaking to them about courses I have, I'm speaking to them about things I'm selling, or not even things I'm selling, just ways they can live their life better, things like what I showed you guys, apps that work, things that may or may not work during this time. If people go to my podcast and they listen to that and they hear that, when they're ready to do digital branding, the first person they're going to come to is me, because I'm offering all this free information for them to get their stuff started by themselves. So they're gonna see instantly, oh, she's not just about taking money because she's here offering all this stuff for free, right? So the first thing, that's why I created podcast. It's something you might wanna think to, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna go over y'all questions. I see them. I'm gonna give you guys the answers in a second. So the next one is create a how-to guide. Ask yourself 5 questions about your area of expertise and post a write-up or guide on your website. So this is, if you are an accountant or a cook, or you sell, health products or beauty products or whatever, write down the 5 top questions that people ask you, okay? So you write the 5 questions down, you answer the 5 questions. After you do that, right, okay, so you how to create how to the top things, name it. Make sure you put it on the website or put it somewhere where people are able to grab it and read it and see it. All right. So I think that would be a thing to do, create a how-to guide. And then the other thing I have right here is teach people how to do what you do. So creating a course, there are a couple of ways to create a course, but I would highly advise it because in a time like this, I've been saying it when this thing first started, people are gonna buy lashes, but for so long. They're gonna buy hair, but for so long, or order it because no hair stores aren't open, right? They're gonna buy shirts for so long, but probably not that long because we can't go outside. They're gonna buy sneakers, probably not right now because we can't go outside. So the thing you want to monetize is information. We definitely want to monetize that. I can tell you one thing, God forbid something happens really crazy out here, right? And you need to learn how to, I guess, create or make a fire. What's the first thing people usually do? They usually go and Google it, or they go and YouTube it, right? Because they need to figure it out. So people are going to always look for and or buy information, especially if it's information that could better their lives, help them get something that they didn't have before. People are definitely paying for that. So you want to create a course specifically in your expertise. Why? Because it's going to be the most natural for you. You're going to be fine with talking about it, discussing it. And also if it's in you and if it's in you and you do it and you're comfortable with it, then you're going to give off a lot of information. Pretty much. It's like when you start talking about, some guys start talking about football, they can go in for days. Start talking about basketball, you can go in for days. If you talk to me about music and you talk to me about art, I can go in for days, right? So if I'm able to talk about something I'm genuinely into and put it in a course and teach you how to do it, people's gonna buy it because they're like, oh snap, I'm into this, I want to figure it out, I want to know. So they're gonna buy it, right? So those are the 3 things that you want to be able to do so that your business can survive during times when, like this, we can't go out, we could talk to people, you could be online, and that's what everybody is. Everybody's online and everyone's, on Facebook and Instagram. It's a prime time to be selling stuff, right? But you want to sell stuff that people is going to find a need for. So if you have a shirt and you have any other physical products, that's cool. You have a skincare line. People keep this the best time. People gonna start being in the mirror looking at their skin like, oh, my skin look bad. I need something for my face. You can't go outside and buy it because everything is closed. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna start skimming Instagram, going through Facebook, going online, seeing who they could order from and who they can buy from on there, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you can create something for them to find, and not just the product, but create how to do it. Like even if you was to run out of products, let's say, my bad guys, that's the train passing my house. So if you was to do skincare products, you can probably show somebody how to create their own stuff. People's going to pay for that course, so they're going to pay for that information because they may not be able to, get it from me physically. But if you show them how to do it, they'll pay to learn how to do it wherever they are, right? So, yeah. So I think that's it. I pretty much went over everything, and I'm going to go back over. So these are the 5 things we covered, right? How to brand with no money, turn your IG comments into coins, how to make money, the top apps I use to push my business, and how to have your business survive in rough times, right? So those are the 5 things that I covered. And I'm gonna go to you guys' question now so that I could check out what you guys are saying here. Let me see. Let's get excited about this. So I'm glad you guys are tuning in. I'm still here. I'm just reading your questions.
Well, I can ask you. I got some other questions if you're cool with that.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. No problem.
Yeah. So what happens if you come up with a name of a company, right? So you do, yeah, hold on.
I'm here. I can hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did all the work you need to do to find out your company's clear. So you got the name of the company and you got the name on one platform, but it's taken on others because it's not general enough. So what would you do in a situation where you got it on Facebook or Instagram, you know, you got the website, but it's not, you can't use it on Twitter or Facebook because somebody else has it?
All right. So the first thing I would do is I always check social media first to see if things are available. So if I had a name like, you know, Neesh is the best or whatever, I check all social medias first and I try to grab it on all social medias first because social media is something people use. Everyone's using social media now. So if they can find you doing it with the same name across the board, that works. In the event that you can't find it, I would then, if you try and you do Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is not available, or Facebook and Instagram, but Twitter is not available, but you want to keep it consistent, add a word to the beginning or to the end and keep it all the way across the board.
Okay.
So if you want to say Neesh Rose, right? When you go on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, Neesh Rose is all across the board. But when you go to my website, it's neeshrose.com. And I put it's Neesh Rose because Neesh Rose wasn't available, right?
Okay.
So that's the only one you want to add one word to the beginning or the end, and you want it to be as minor as possible. So if you can get all three across the board and then one just has a word at the beginning or the end, that's fine. If you see that 2 or 3 are not available, you might want to just add the word from the beginning and the end across the board. So if neeshrose.com, if I knew that wasn't available anywhere else, I'll put it's Neesh Rose. You know, for Twitter, it's Neesh Rose. For Instagram, it's Neesh Rose. For Facebook, it'll be it's Neesh Rose all across the board, because once people Google that and type it in, they'll be able to find me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely what I would do.
Okay. What about now? You said, make a class. You still I think it's cutting in and out.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. Yes. So if you have you said make a class or something like that, but if you don't have like a fancy camera or like a crew to kind of get that done for you, how would you do that?
So if you didn't have a crew to do it, which I have courses which I'm going to offer. I can offer to you guys when I'm done with this, probably like 15 minutes into the ending. But what I do for my courses is you can use your iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you can use your iPhone, switch up certain settings so that you can record a certain way, which is HD most of the time. So your your picture is clear. You can buy you a lamp at 5 and Below or Walmart, you know what I mean? Or you can even buy you definitely at 5 and Below, they have the lamps that you can actually put on your iPhone cameras and things of that nature. So you can show a better lighting for what you're doing. And then if you want to create a course, you could just download videos, create the video, save them. After you save them, you can put them in your Dropbox or whatever. After you do that, you can upload them to your site. There's a couple of different sites. I believe Teachable is one where they allow you to upload all your courses. If you want to do courses, you can upload them and then you can sell them to people if they're trying to get them. If you're trying to get it, so you don't really need a huge crew. The same thing even with the podcast. I do my podcast. I'm going to show you guys how I do my podcast. The easiest thing ever, right? So I just get on voice memos. You see that voice memos right there?
Yeah.
All I do is click that and I just record it. That's it. I record it. After I record it, you have Podbean, you have Stitcher, or you could just Google start my podcast, right? But that's how I do my podcast. I literally just click the button, I start talking, I email it to myself, and I upload it, and it's free. The podcast.
How often do you do your podcast? Is it weekly? Is it daily?
So I usually binge. And so most of the time I usually do like maybe 5, anywhere from 2 to like 5 or 2 to 7 at one sitting. So how I'm talking to you guys right now, and I just broke down those 5 different things, I would literally be like, oh snap, I didn't talk about this on my podcast. So I'll literally sit there tonight, like at 9 o'clock, and I'll talk about all 5 of them in different segments. And then I'll just upload them straight to the podcast. I always keep the podcast 10 minutes or low because people's attention spans aren't that long. Nobody's gonna listen to something like 2 hours, an hour, even 30 minutes sometimes just too long. If there's no music and talking, people are going to tune in now. And plus people got lives. So things may be going on while they're listening. So all my podcasts are no longer, I think I have one podcast that's like 15 minutes, but they're no longer than 10 minutes just because people's attention span isn't that long. And people want quick stuff, especially if they're looking for something. If I'm telling you how to double up on your money, you don't want to sit there for 15 minutes or 20 minutes to hear me talk about that. You want to be like, yo, I need you to tell me ASAP how I can double this money because I need my coins, right? So I make sure it's 10 minutes or less.
Okay. So it's different but same. How long are your courses? Or how long does a course need to be something real and something viable?
I don't know if there's a specific number on how long it needs to be. I think it needs to be really informational. It needs completely informational, completely put in a way where people can understand and broken down. I have a course that I could show you guys in a second that I'm offering to everybody who goes on my site. I'm offering a couple of things, but the course that I have is all video. I'm a visual person, and maybe it could be because I'm an artist, I guess, but I'm very visual. So I'm not going to sit there and write a whole lot of things for a long time. And I'm not going to sit there and try to listen to an entire lecture without something happening. So the best thing for me, visual person, and maybe it could be because I'm courses was to do video. So I have a DIY brand course. It's like 40 videos included on how to do everything that I was speaking about. So how to find your name, where to find your name at, where to go to get your name, the discount that you can get when you get your name, how to do your website, how to brand, what to use. I got, how to go in Canva, how to do it, like step by step. So the course in total is about, I believe it's like 30 or 40 videos, but it's piece by piece. And again, I do it piece by piece because people may be trying to get, hey, I already got my name. I already, did my Facebook and Instagram set up. I need to know how to do my website. So now they just literally just click that one video, how to do the website, and they'll be able to get everything all together.
Okay. And then, so from what you're saying, there's a lot that you can do yourself. What would you say is the difference between someone who kind of does things themselves and then somebody who uses a person like you, a brand specialist?
So I tell people to start doing things themselves as much as they can, because you may not have the budget, but you want to get started. So I'm somebody who, like, I may come out with a hot, for instance, I came out with this clothing line I got on, right? It's called House of Royals. And this is a hat and a shirt that I made that I came out with. Like, what I do is just, I really pretty much, I'm trying to see how to explain it. A good way to explain it. Can you repeat what you just said? I lost my train of thought for a second.
Oh yeah. You broke down a lot of ways for people to do things themselves, right? Mm-hmm. What would you say is the difference between somebody doing it themselves and using a pro like you?
Right. So the difference is you do things yourself to get started, but a professional person can kind of fine tune what you already have, right? So say you go and you do your logo on Canva. If you save your logo on Canva and you don't know how to get it vectorized, it's automatically not vectorized, right? And you may not know the difference between a vector and a raster. You go to a specialist who will be able to break that down for you. You may have a website and it's really nice and it's banging. Everyone loves the website, but you're not making no money, right? No one's buying. People's going and clicking stuff, and you see all this interaction going on your site, but no one's making no money. You may go to a specialist because they're going to tell you, hey, this is wrong with your site. This is the reason why you're not making money, or you don't have a call to action button, or you don't have consistency upon your page, or people don't know what to do on your page when you get there. See, anyone could go and press Google and type in or look up how to do a website. When you have specialists who actually think about target marketing, they think about marketing, period. They think about branding and how the things are set up. And so if you don't know, and you go to Google, they're going to show you but so many things. When you go to a specialist, they'll be able to pick apart what's working and what's not working for you if you come across a problem. Now, you may get the information from me and you may just go rolling with it, and you may just be doing good until you feel you need to get a specialist. Then you can get one. But especially, and the difference is just like is us how we live, you know, our life, how things are. If we get a cut, you're gonna get a band-aid because we learn to do that, right? But if it's like a deep cut and it's crazy and you need stitches, not all of us know how to do that. So you're gonna go to the doctor and you're gonna go to somebody who knows how to do it because the band-aid is just not enough.
Right.
So it's the same way when you look into it as far as being a specialist or going to someone who's professional. That's pretty much the only difference. They could solve problems that you didn't know you have or you have and don't know how to solve.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, I think I had seen, is there another question? I had seen somebody ask something else.
I didn't see another one, but I know you said you were going to talk about some of the other offerings you had at the end.
Yeah, so let's see if I can pull this up. So I'm going to offer something to you guys who's on here, who's checking it out. Let me see if I can share my screen. You guys can see that? Okay. So for everyone who tuned in today, if you're interested, I have an offer that I'm going to offer you guys that you can find right on my site, which the site is below. It's neeshrose.com. And then when you get to that website, it's right at the top. As soon as you click it, you can click it and you can get this, right? But I'm ordering this package together because I feel like I've been doing trial and error and I've been testing certain things and it's been drastically working for me and for other people that I've spoken to that needed it. So the first thing I'm offering is to get massive views on your IG video for 47. That includes a PDF on what to do and an actual video showing you what to do in order to get a lot of views. So if you have, I recommend this if you have a product or if you have a service that you want a lot of people to see, but you're not somebody who's real known like that, or you may not have a whole lot of followers. You don't have to have a whole lot of followers. There's certain things within that that shows you exactly what to do. And I even show you in the video how to do it. I go back and show you the numbers of what happened and how I took somebody's video that was about, I think she had 23 views for 5 hours, 6 hours. I mean, for the day, she got 23 views within the day. And I checked it, I was like 23 views. It didn't really jump. And when I added my certain things on it, it went to 849 views the very next day. I didn't check it again today. So I might go back and check it today and see if it went any higher. But I gave her tips on what to do. And it actually jumped her following up another 120 people. So I gave her an example of what to do, things you want to put on the video and how you want to format it in order for people to stop and look at it, right? The next thing I'm offering is the brand strategy session with audio. So if you're on here, you need help in figuring out your brand and you don't know where to go or you don't know how to start or you started, but you're stuck, you can definitely talk to me and I record all our conversations because when I get to talking or start talking, I start just dropping stuff and start going off, right? So most times I don't even remember because it's just fluent. It's something I study and I do all the time. So I now record it so that when we're done with our conversation, I can offer it and you can go back and listen to it. And then a DIY brand box, that's $397. In there I include everything from how to create your logo to how to find your name to how to secure your name on a domain, the regular price, and there's a discount included in that, how to set up your Facebook, how to set up your Instagram, how to set up your website and things of that nature. So it's really, really packed. It's like I said, 30, I think it's like 40 videos in there. And I show you how to do everything step by step by step by step. So everything you need to have a good brand. I show you how to do your brand style sheet. I show you another specific program you could use to get a good color palette together so that you can stick to it when you're branding. So yeah, it's really packed. There's a lot of stuff in there. I think I mentioned everything I remember, but this is a course that I had for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. And what I do with that course is I just keep adding stuff in there because I keep learning stuff. I keep finding out new things. I'm like, oh, this works. And once I try it, I add stuff in there so that everyone that has already purchased it, they can go back and check the course. And it's a lifetime. So once you get it one time, it's never going anywhere. You're never not going to be able to watch it. You'll be able to go video by video for whenever you're able or you need to use it. And as you can see, that's $397 to talk to me to get that recorded convo is $147. The massive views on IG is $47. But today I'm offering everything for $197. And if you're interested, I'm going to keep that up there for until tomorrow, probably tomorrow this time. So you can go to itsneeshsrose.com and you can pretty much purchase that if you're interested. And it will probably pretty much guide you through everything. So if you're trying to do your brand, or you know someone that's trying to do their brand and you think it may be good for them, you could purchase that as well. After you purchase that, you'll have the entire course. You'll have the Get Massive Views IG, the video, and the PDF, and then you'll be able to speak to me as well. So even when you get the course, when you get all this stuff, and you're like, hey, I just want to talk to you because I have this in mind, and I want to know how to go about it, I'll speak to you for like an hour, and we can go step by step, go down exactly what you need to know in order to get your business started during this time. Another thing you could do is, if you are following me on Instagram, you could just probably screenshot me on this, and then I'll give you this entire PDF if you want it. The one that I just went over today. If you want it specifically, because you probably didn't catch something, just hit me on Instagram, and I can definitely send it to your email address. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I think I covered everything. I think I stayed within my time. Huh?
That's everything, and that's amazing.
Yeah, man, people down here are wasting time, man. And people are sleeping and eating. I know it's a lot that we can't do, but it's a lot that we can do. The thing is, they still got Wi-Fi going.
Right.
They have the phone. Like, the Wi-Fi ain't cut off. To me, if I have Wi-Fi anywhere, I'm good. I don't have to go outside ever again. Like, I like to, right? But if, as long as they keep the Wi-Fi on for me, I can continue making money. I haven't lost any money. I haven't lost any sleep. It's just been a little annoying because I can't walk outside. And I'm naturally a work and a homebody. So now that I want to go outside and just do nothing, I can't, because we got to be in. But it doesn't stop me from making any money. So I tell people during this time, please, use the time wisely. Go look up things. You want to start a business. If you haven't started a business, I'm like, why? What? If you're working a 9 to 5 and you close down right now, you can't go to work. So this is ample opportunity to start figuring out ways to make money, so that if this is affecting you drastically as far as financially, after this time, you should never be affected again. Like, financially, you shouldn't. There's so many things that people are offering with courses and guides and mentors offering things for other people for half price, 50, 60, 75% off. It's like, with Corona happening, it just shows me that you need to have other streams of income.
Absolutely.
You need to have other streams of income. That one job that you have is not going to cut it no more. It's not a luxury to have, one business, or not even one business, just have one 9 to 5. It's not smart. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a problem, because when things like this happen, you can't go to work, you can't get no money. But if you have a business, and even if it's a physical business or something you're selling, if you know how to turn it into something digital, you will always have money. So some people be asking me, how do I turn this into, I have this, but how do I turn it into something digital? It's like, if you have a shirt brand, like I was saying, if people are not buying it now because they're not going nowhere, show somebody how to create a shirt, sell a course, sell a guide on how to create your t-shirt brand. People are going to buy that because they're going to like how to do it. The first thing people are going to think is, if I get this information on how to do it, then that means I could do it myself and people's going to buy from me. That's into people instantly going to think, oh, I'm going to make more money. You know what I'm saying? So it's even now people's doing a face mask. How many? I've seen bedazzled face mask. I've seen custom painted face mask. There was never this amount of face mask businesses ever in life, right? But now everyone's making a face mask and people are getting paid off of it.
Yep.
My best friend just told me that they're issuing money to people who are selling face masks. Like, if you have, in a time like this, the government's issuing money for face masks, people's getting up making face masks every day. So whatever business you have that you feel is declining, or you're not making as much money as you possibly can be making now, figure out how to turn it into something digital to teach people how to do what you do, and people's going to pay for information. That's pretty much all I got.
It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
I think I got everybody.
Well, just make sure everybody knows. I mean, we can see it's neeshsrose.com. I know you said you're everywhere at Neesh Rose.
No, everywhere Neesh Rose _. So it's Neesh Rose _ everywhere. But my website is It's Neesh Rose. So it's right there. Oh, y'all still see my screen? Yeah, it's still screen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's neeshsrose.com. That's my website. And then you can find out all my information on my website. So long story short, if you don't remember Neesh Rose, just go to itsneeshrose.com and you can find out everything. I also, like I said, I have my podcast. If you go on my website, go to itsneeshrose.com. I have everything there. I have from this offer that I'm offering, I have my podcast on there that you could check it out. If you go to my site and you subscribe right now to my site, everything will pop up in your email within a minute or two after you subscribing with all the information that I have to offer. So I'm always up for talking. If you need help, you can hit me in my DM or my inbox. You know, you can go on our website, you can leave a message, and I'll definitely get back to you. I don't mind helping. I don't mind teaching. I don't mind showing, because I feel like there's enough money out there for everybody to get. So I'm not stingy with helping or giving information. So if you're somebody who needs that, you can definitely hit me up and I'll definitely make sure you get it.
Good stuff.
Awesome. And I think I was checking my phone because I think we got all podcast goes without proven it. Oh, how soon would you start a podcast course without proven results? You don't need proven results to start a course. You just start it. Like I said, I would click my voice memo and literally talk about, you know, even when I was saying you can pick the 5 questions that people ask you most, you could put that in a podcast, right? And you can literally put in a podcast, get your cover created. You need a graphic designer created. I can create it for you for another additional fee. You can go to Fiverr. You can have somebody else create it, upload it on iTunes podcast, upload it on Android podcast, and you can start at any time. I didn't have when I started it, I literally did 20, I would say 15 to 20 episodes in one sitting. And I just broke them down and I just uploaded them. And I was like, once it went through and iTunes approved it, Android approved it, I was like, hey guys, I got a podcast, go check it out. People start listening. Like, so you don't really need to be someone specific, or you don't need to be proven anything. It's just a podcast. And because it's free, and again, if it's an informational podcast, people are gonna jump on it. And they're gonna pay attention. So that's what
It seems like the podcast is not just to prove you, but the podcast also pushes your business.
It absolutely. It pushes the business. It pushes my business to me, because people always come back. They always come back and purchase. Like, they're like, hey, how did you do this? How did you do that? How did you do that? The podcast is pretty much free information. So what it does for me is people will hit me on my inbox or my DM, be like, hey, I heard on your podcast you did this and this and that. How can I do that too? The next thing I tell them is, hey, you know, you can book a consultation with me real fast. It's $147. You get the audio. I tell you what to do, yada, yada. They're like, okay, cool. Where can I book it? And they do it right away. That's one source, right? That's one stop, because we talk about it. Then we talk about it like, hey, all right, I want to get this done. I got an idea, but I don't know how to do it myself. And I'm like, well, I have a course that you can get if you like, or you can just pay for another hour. And they're like, okay, well, what's the course about? Explain it. Oh, wow, I really need to get that course. Another source of income. That's like, how much money, right? So the podcast fuses and pushes a lot of my business for me, and specific because I don't have to, you know, talk about the same thing every day or all the time when I'm getting on lives and talking to people about stuff. Just go to my podcast.
Right.
Everything is there.
So it's like you're educating your consumer, so they already come to you knowing, and you made them hungry because you gave them a little bit. So they came to you hungry, and now you got more to give to them.
Yep. And they're gonna keep coming back. That's the thing. People think, oh, I'm not gonna give all this information because I'm gonna give too much away. I'm like, why? When it's a lot, number one, everyone's not always gonna remember. And number two, they're just gonna keep coming back. They're gonna keep coming back to you. So that's how much it works for me. That's pretty much what I do. Like, it works for plenty of others too, but I'm just saying, like, they get there, the podcast. I speak about the same thing in this. Even with branding, real fast, it's 9:00. I know Carla's getting ready to come up. But even through branding, you want, like I said, you want to keep everything cohesive. So even on my Instagram page, if you go on my Instagram page, you only see me post about the same stuff. I talk about entrepreneurship. I talk about, you know, digital branding. I talk about my kids and how they inspire me. I talk about my properties. That's it. It's the same thing I talk about all across the board, because that's all I want people to know. If anything was to happen to me, God forbid, I want people to know me for that. Like, this is what she did. There's no question mark on what it is she does, because any platform you go to that she has, it's all the same thing.
Right.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Neesh.
No problem. Again, if anybody needs me, just get to my website. It's neeshrose.com. And yeah, I think I got it all.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. You have a good night.
All right, you too.